Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Life generally has gotten in the way of doing YouTube and I really want to get back into it, so I thought what better way than to give you an update on my iron infusion. So some of you may remember that 18 months ago I had an iron infusion because I was super anemic and low in my iron, and it just wasn't coming back up. Like, I would be on iron tablets and it would cause me stomach issues. It was horrible. I couldn't take the liquid form. I have IBS, and so it was just awful. But then my iron would come up with the iron tablets and then it would go back down again when I came off, because you're not supposed to be on them all the time. And then it got to a point where actually my iron just wasn't coming up at all. And so they thought that what would be best for me would be an iron infusion. So if you want to go and watch that video, I'll link to it above. So for the first few days after the iron infusion, I didn't feel as energetic as I thought or hoped I would. In fact, what happened was I became quite fluey. I just ached all over and I felt particularly unwell, and I came up in this like rash all over my body, and that lasted for a good 3 or 4 days. It was itchy and blotchy. It was almost like a scarlet fever type rash, but it wasn't scarlet fever. I have no idea what it was. I can only put it down to the fact that it was part of the iron infusion. They did say I could get some side effects, but yeah, that was quite unexpected. After about 4 days it kind of subsided and went away, and what was left was, I think all my skin was itching, was because I feel like I've gone back to more of an olive skin tone, whereas when I'm low on iron my skin tone is really pale white, and I now feel like I'm a little bit more of an olive tone, which is technically my natural skin colour, which is really good. So I think that was maybe why my skin was itching so much, was because it was changing pigment. Maybe, if that's, I don't know. I mean, if that's not something that could happen, then you know, let me know. But that's what I feel like. I just felt like I was my skin was changing colour after the iron infusion, and that was why it was itchy and blotchy. But after that, energy wise, I didn't really have too much energy, and I haven't had for 3 weeks after. I was particularly the same, but I wasn't on my iron tablets, so that was a good thing, I guess, that I wasn't reverting back to the way I was when I wasn't on my iron tablets before the iron infusion, which was I was so tired all the time I could barely keep my eyes open. And then this week, the 4th week, I went and had my bloods test results. I had my bloods taken to check up, to make sure that my iron levels were high enough and stuff. So I had those done and the results came back and they're mega high. So that's, you know, hopefully that's worked and it stays up there, or at least doesn't go too far down low again. So I might go back every 3 to 6 months to get my bloods checked, just to make sure. But this week my energy levels have been quite good. So not that I've had more energy to do things, because I'm doing the same things as I would have before. It's just I feel less tired when I'm doing them, or I don't get as tired as quickly, which is quite nice. The one thing that isn't quite nice is the fact that now I am waking up at 5 AM every morning and then I can't go back to sleep. It's very frustrating. No matter what time I go to sleep, it could be 10 PM, 11 PM, 9 PM, I wake up at 5 AM. And then I get pretty tired. I have a little bit of a tired spell in the afternoon. Not as bad as it used to be. So hopefully things are on the up and up. Yay! So yeah, things went okay. And that was that. Hopefully it worked. I said that a lot already. So anyway. over the first 3 months of having my iron infusion, I felt great. I no longer needed medication. I was energetic, I had loads of energy, and I think that really showed in my life generally. Just I was happier, I think. I felt it, I felt more awake, I didn't need to nap it during the day. But gradually, over the course of another 6 months, and I don't know whether that's because I have other illnesses like IBS and arthritis and stuff, that and SIBO, which is another thing that I want to talk to you guys about at some point, but my energy levels after about 6 months of having the iron infusion just started dropping it's just like all the time, back to the way it was before I had the iron infusion. So I went and had my bloods tested about 10 months after. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't anything else that I was doing, so I changed my diet a little bit, I ate more greens, and it just wasn't affecting me. It just happened the way it was before. So I went back to the doctor and I got tested for my iron. They also tested my folate, and they discovered that my iron was actually in the middle of the range for their charts. It was actually my folate that was below the minimum range to have, and that can cause no end of trouble for like your nervous system, your body in general really. So it's not good to have low folate. Now most people think that having folate or taking folate is really just for when you're pregnant or trying to conceive, but actually everyone needs folate. It's part of our building blocks. So they put me on folate tablets. I did not like being on folate tablets. They upped my energy greatly, but the one day I would miss not taking my folate tablet and I was super tired again. It wasn't the best. So I would stay on my folate tablets for about 3 months. It brought my energy back up, brought my folate levels back up, and I felt great, so I've come off them again. And that's been an ongoing cycle for the last 6 to 9 months, and we are where we are today. So I'm in the process of going back to the doctor to have another blood test done, because I mean, why is my folate now dropping? No one knows. So I don't know. And I really don't want to be on folate tablets. Like I didn't really want to be on iron tablets for the rest of my life. So to recap, the iron infusion worked brilliantly for iron. Specifically, I brought my levels back up. They're now teetering between low to medium. They're no longer anemic. That's all hunky-dory. For my American watchers, that means it's great. But for some reason, even though my folate levels were great before the iron infusion, they are now dipping quite a lot below the norm. So something is not quite right in there. And I think it might have something to do with my SIBO, which is going to be another video I'm going to do, because I'm going to be doing a quick SIBO diet, and I'm hoping that will fix whatever's going on with my absorption. Because I eat red meat, I eat greens, not as much as I should. I eat fish, but really they shouldn't keep dropping like that. So every now and again, for about a month, I'll go on folate tablets. Just to bring my energy back up, but it's got to the point where I'm needing naps again in the afternoon, which is, I mean, it's nice to have a nap in the afternoon, but it really does like mess with your day. But yeah, so my iron infusion was great for iron, not for my folate, and I think that was just because I have other issues going on. So anybody out there that's looking to have an iron infusion, watch my other video, and I'm linking to it, by the way. Watch my other video on what happened at my iron infusion, because actually I did have great results from that for what it was for. It was for my iron, because I was anemic. But now I'm folate anemic, which it's not the same thing. I don't think they can do an iron infusion for the folate, so that is now going to be another issue for me. So yeah, I don't really, yeah. I try to look on the bright side of it because it did fix my iron, but as you can probably tell, I am always sleepy. So yeah, if you really like this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or issues that you might have yourself, or any advice will be much appreciated, then please drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But please subscribe to my channel, because and I've done this before, promise I will be doing some more videos going forward. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.